The solar eclipse new moon lunar cycle carry us into an introspection of bright ideas and worries that comes with it. Here is how to sway through the obstacles and live out those amazing higher frequencies beaming out around the lunar eclipse to show us the dawn of our brand new, way brighter life. Become a shining magnet. We're moving into Mercury retrograde from now on until the 25th of April. So everything becomes opposite. If you're usually logical, you'll become more intuitive, and the opposite. And if you're more intuitive, you'll become more logical. So it's kind of balancing out to give you the whole picture of how to move forward because in a Mercury retrograde, our mind is blurry. We think upside down, most of us. Some can get amazing breakthroughs and having wonderful ideas. But most of the times, it's better not to move forward on anything new until the end of the Mercury retrogrades, because we do not have the whole picture. There are parts of the idea that's hidden, that's going to come to light when Mercury goes direct after the 25th of April. So in the Mercury retrograde, there are 3 phases. First, we get very inspired and having new, brighter ways of thinking out of the box. Then we move into a phase number 2 where worries come up. Can we really do this? Bring this to life? Are we capable? And lots of worries come into our mind of how can we shift into this brighter way of thinking, being and acting, preparing the new, moving forward on it. Are we capable of actually making this happen? So this period is up-leveling your character and what needs to change. Most of the time you can feel kind of blurry, so it's better to wait with those life-changing decisions till after the Mercury retrograde is over. Like here, I have a hard time to get through the words because it kind of stumble our words around and everything is moving into the upside down. It would really help me if you like and subscribe and hit that bell so it rings and you will get all the updates. Hereby, I also can help uplift others. I'll be very grateful for your help. And thank you for being here. But some people do get very energized. It's good to bring all these ideas down and having fun, mingling them around and seeing things from a different perspective. As long as you know you might need to do some re-edit after the Mercury retrograde is over. Here, believing it is possible, believing I can do this, I will find a solution, I've got this, is very important because it's the ground on which we build anything. Emotion, the heart, is the Wi-Fi signal, building your reality, announces to the brain what to go ahead with. Afterwards, the thought materializes what is your vision. Therefore, it's important to feel it out first because it's your Wi-Fi that brings in the connection on how you should put it all together so it can work for you inside out, giving you the map how you can actually bring this to life. I have a free future roadmap which shows you how to map everything out, feeling it out, in my description. So here it shows us how to behave, how to move forward, get into all the different senses. What does it feel like? What does it look like for you? Try to experience it like if you're there. Feel out, let your heart beam out those signals, the scents that are around you, what you hear, the food you taste, birds that are singing, whatever. Give it the whole ambience of that whole picture feel. Because in this whole picture, you're basically creating a map of what you really want And from there, with my Freer Future Roadmap, I teach you how to map it out. Your beautiful, magnificent end result. So how has this whole lunar eclipse been for you? And can you feel this Mercury retrograde creeping up on you now? How are you doing? Let me know in the comments. Globally, it won't be as bad as you think. And we will have a lovely summer. Our hearts are out and about, connecting, communicating, and enjoy these higher vibes that are beaming in a beautiful summertime. Till September, where the cares of evolution will kick in. This is why it's important to practice to keep your inner calm in all the storms and all the ups and downs in your personal life. Not to go into this fear panic, because that brings you back into 3D, back into the lower vibes, and a thought takes a thought takes a thoughts and boomerangs out. And this hardship that you feel by fearing things come back to you quicker and quicker now. So it's very important to keep our inner calm, because that's the way we do not pollute ourselves and our surrounding, bringing in more fear, more panic, but be that steady, grounded tree with the roots deep in the soil, knowing that everything is going to be just all right. Be that optimist for yourself, for others, saying, it's going to be fine. Let's look at it from a more optimistic angle. It can also turn out like this or like that. 80% of our worries do not come to life anyway. So it's a waste of precious time and energy. And the more we can in our surroundings bring that light, bring those lighted thoughts, will really help. We have come here at this point in time to be part of this evolution. We are the change. So that's why it's important to keep our inner calm and help our surroundings when they stumble and fall. In any way possible, we'll bring the world into a better state of mind, one person at a time, one beaming, lighter way of thinking optimistically at the time. So it's important to be kind to yourself, not do more than you're capable of, be more understanding what other people are going through and help them the best you can. This is the way we change things around. So sensing the right moves before going forward or speaking is the way to go. The best way is to get in contact with your intuition and learn how to co-create, so you don't have to do all these U-turns and false moves, because your intuition shows you how to see it before it comes, sense it, so you do not go down a path that's no good for you. You move forward the brightest possible for you. In my description, I have a free guide how to co-create with your intuition. And at the 8th of April comes the solar eclipse new moon, which are always connected with significant life changes. It's gonna boomerang in, but it can boomerang in with very powerful, wonderful new ways going about things. It's all about how we can stay optimistic or not. And if we're shown things that does not work, it's important to let it go. Otherwise, resistance will be too strong anyways, and we won't be able to keep on that struggle. Remember, what you resist persists, and what you resolve dissolves. This is boomerangly right at this time. So things can be eclipsed out of our lives, or show us we will need to make some adjustments for it to work well. Remember, it's only there for our best to bring us on our right path, our true path. But there can be a lot of impatient, impulsive moves. If we're not careful, it can boomerang back to us. and other people can react and be quite out of it. So be careful, tread lightly, have more time to do things so you don't get overstressed. You don't get into a zone where you're doing too much and you're not capable of holding your inner calm. This is why at this Mercury retrograde, it is important to slow down. Take your time. Having half an hour between things in case something happens. You need some time to resettle, recenter. So you got yourself from who you really want to be and how you really want to respond to the world, what you want to move forward on, truly from deep within your heart. Because from now on, everything starts with what is heart-based. The old 3D ego mind ways of ambition doesn't work anymore. It will turn out dysfunctional, and if it comes out of ambition, controlling, it will crumble because it's very low vibe thinking and communication way of moving forward. Therefore, it's important we get into this heart-based, higher vibe of the 5D, of compassion for ourselves and others, tolerance with ourselves and with others where they are. All these kind and caring higher vibes. Create from there. Imagine from there. Think out of the box from there. Because this is what is lasting. This is what will change things around. And this is the only way things will last in this high vibe, fast track moving era that is dawning on us. But if you are hearing this, you've got this. You are hearing this because you're capable. Because you're one of those that's gonna be the bringers of a new dawn. By standing in your power, by standing rooted, able like the tree to stand tall in all the harsh winds swirling around of people being in fear and destruction and manipulation. Practice and learn to stand calm within your center. You're gonna be just fine. Bring in this higher, brighter life vibe into the world by just being a good example that it is possible. On this, I wish you a magnificent solar eclipse and Mercury retrograde discovery that will bring you towards this dawning new path meant for you. You chose before coming here. It is all showing you where to go and where not to go. May you have a magnificent time of planning your new brighter life and sway through the obstacles.